Good morning. It is Wednesday, the 21st of November, the day before Thanksgiving. And it's about 5 or 8 minutes before 6 a.m. Before we get started this morning, I want to review some of the finer points of using the door straps. I'm going to take a moment to adjust the camera so you can see what I'm referring to. So these are the door straps, and they tuck under the door, and then they hang down. Not too far from the floor. And so what determines the intensity of the resistance, in addition to simply how many pounds we weigh, is what we do with our legs. Let's see if I can adjust this over here. Okay. Allow me to illustrate. For the maximum amount of resistance, your legs are as straight as you can make them. For middling resistance, your knees come close to the wall supporting the door. Now, if that proves too great a resistance for you, you will want to bring your tush as close to your heels as possible. Can you still see me on camera? Now that should seem familiar. In the standalone pulling video, when we talked about using that black contraption behind the couch, we talked about the same thing. And when we talked about using the desk, we talked about legs being straight, feet being under knees, or feet being under tush. Which brings another important issue. Pride is one of our greatest dangers to working out, especially for men. Pride that says, I am great and strong. I must do the maximum resistance to illustrate my buffness. No, don't do that. That is the path that leads to injury. Injury is not the path that leads to exercise. It's the path of recovery. So prevent injury. So here's the deal. Remember, I introduced you in a prior video, and on my website, if you poke around, you can find a YouTube video of a man in his 60s who, from the chin down, looked like an Adonis. And he got that way from consistently doing just 3 simple exercises with questionable form. But he did them consistently, and they worked. His body was fantastic. So what I'm presenting to you is just 4 simple exercises that, as a team, work the entire body: the cardiopulmonary system, the lymphatic system, all the muscles of the legs, and the core, and all the pushing muscles, and all the pulling muscles, in cooperation with each other. And so the idea is, and I gave this a lot of thought, and because I have pride too, and my idea was, when I was much younger, I was able to do 20 chin-ups. I was much healthier, much younger and much healthier. I was able to do 20 handstand push-ups, and that was a big deal to me. And to be able to recapture that was my goal until a certain point. And now that my health has me in a circumstance where I get the opportunity to reconstruct my body as if from scratch, I want to do this just using 4 easy, simple, entry-level exercises that virtually any able-bodied person can do. Obviously, an amputee or someone with some joint replacement surgery might have to modify that. And if the modifications I've already demonstrated in previous videos are not sufficient, don't be shy, write me a polite email using the Facebook information you see below the video. If you don't see information below the video, just find the little YouTube icon in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, give that a click or two. It'll take you to the YouTube dedicated page with all the links. About an inch below the video, there will be a button that says show more. Click that. It'll reveal all the links you ever wanted. Okay, so it's more important to use a minimal resistance exercise where you're able to have good form and numerous repetitions and really push yourself energetically during the work periods, so that well, I'll tell you what I've seen. I've seen people abuse the Tabata system, and as I've mentioned, in this, our entry-level Tabata system, it's 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest. If you do that for 1 round, that's 30 seconds. If you do that for 2 rounds, that's a minute. If you do that for 10 rounds, that's 10 minutes. And some people use a resistance level that's too great for them, and they don't get as much benefit. Ironically, people use a little bit lighter resistance level, and they're able to move more energetically. For some reason, I've yet to understand that is powerful. That is transformative. Some trainers use the phrase greasing the track, saying that consistently training in a lighter weight helps you to create the strength to perform heavy weights in time for a competition. Obviously, you and I aren't going for competition, but the idea is that light weights done with maximum intensity and speed do build strength, do affect our endocrine system, especially if you're combining this with the Buddhist style of intermittent fasting. So you're doing this just before you break your fast with, you guessed it, breakfast. You can get even more profound results. You're going to be forcing your body to relieve massive amounts of fat-burning hormones, which is fantastic. So, what's today's lesson? Don't be a prideful schmo. If you have to resort to a less intense exercise, then do it. For instance, this morning I'm going to be doing the door straps while seated on my heels. Another fun variation is for this morning's workout. Instead of doing the push-ups, we're going to do chair dips. So if we're going to use my trusty coffee table right here, and the trick is the thumbs have to face forward, the elbows have to point back. For some reason, that's better for the shoulders. So let's incorporate this with our casual, easy warm-up. Let's start up with a few squats. Okay. Now let's do our coffee table dips. Thumbs point forward, that's important. Elbows point back. And once again, with our legs, it can be straight out. The legs can be under the knees, the feet can be under the knees, or the feet can be near the tush. Maximum resistance, moderate resistance, minimal resistance. And let's do the core. Now let's do the pulls. This morning we'll be using the free Tabata timer that is on the website that you can access through my website. Once again, by playing with the links. Below the video. Let's prepare.
Starting session.
Okay, we'll start with our squats.
Work. Rest.
Okay, let's do some coffee table dips.
Work. Rest.
Core.
Work. Rest.
Pull.
Work. Rest.
Squat.
Work. Rest.
Dip.
Work. Rest.
Core.
Work. Rest.
Pull.
Work. Rest.
Squat.
Work. Rest.
dip,
work, rest,
core,
work, rest,
pull,
work, rest,
squat, fourth circuit,
work, rest,
dip,
work, rest,
core,
work, rest, work, rest,
final circuit, squat,
work, rest,
okay, dip, final set. Make it count.
Work. Rest.
Okay.
Session complete.
Mazel tov. Whoops, I'm gonna get some water. I suggest you do the same. Okay, we've got our water, we've got our sweat rag, we're good to go. If your heart is racing and you're sweating bullets, congratulations, you've had a productive workout. Yes, folks, this is enlightened fitness. We've done the fitness, now let's do the enlightened. Yesterday, we did the 2-minute practice. Today we're going to do the 3-minute practice. We're going to begin with something I like to call concise alternate nostril breathing. This is Buddhist alternate nostril breathing, so we're not going to play with our nose. 3 exercises done 3 times each. Now, so you might say, oh, I'm scared, I won't do it perfectly. And the answer is, don't worry, you won't do it perfectly. That's not the issue. Do your best, that's what counts. Every time you try your best, you'll automatically do better and better. In through left, out through right. In through right, out through left. In through both, out through both. You'll notice the eyes are gently closed. I'm sitting in an upright posture, head over shoulders, shoulders over pelvis. The majority of weight is actually on the pelvis, not the legs. That's how we keep the legs from falling asleep too quickly. Now, let's turn to the Mahamudra, or union, of awareness and letting go. Eyes still closed. You don't have to count since I'm guiding this meditation, but I'm going to count my mala on my left pinky. Any questions about seating, we'll sitting are answered in the links below the video. What feeling letting go? What hearing letting go? Yes, your eyes are still closed. What seeing letting go? Noticing, letting go. This free. This free is not an affirmation, it's an intention. Noticing what you notice and intending that you let go. That it comes as long and goes at its bidding, not yours. This free, eyes open, noticing a spot on the rug or floor before you, passively aware of your peripheral vision. This free. Okay, I'm going to call my mama and give it bless. So my intention tomorrow's guided meditation will be only 30 seconds longer. It'll introduce us to the silent meditation techniques that can do many things, from help us to ensure auspicious rebirth for ourselves and auspicious rebirth for others, how to face death with peace and the peace of wisdom and the joy of love, as well as just strengthening our ability to let go and give a flying fuck about others. Oh yeah, I said others. So tomorrow's exercise is going to be a lot of fun. It should be only 30 seconds longer than today's. I'd like to conclude each exercise with 3 prayers set to various yoga moves. If you're not familiar with these yoga moves, you can be instructed on them by following the links below the video. Remember, we never bend from the waist when we articulate the pelvis. We're going to start with 2 sets of 12-phase sun salutation. Now, we're not really praying. What we're going to do is dedicate our good karma. Here we go. May everyone be healthy, wealthy, and happy. May one practice skillfully and joyfully. May one accomplish Tantric in this life, and then help many others do likewise. For truly that is the meaning of life. I got that all confused. Let's try that again. By this virtue may now accomplish the spontaneous, habitual, easy, and effective mastery of Buddhist mental yogas, of devotion, awareness, love, and letting go, and now lead every living being, without exception, to this ground. May everyone be healthy, wealthy, and happy. May everyone practice skillfully and joyfully. May everyone accomplish Gritati in this life, and then help many others do likewise. For truly that is the meaning of life. Om Tadi Tutadi Ture Soha. Let's do 2 sets of Vietnamese bows. May I always be cared for throughout all my lives by the Buddha of action, and then eating as my kind teacher. And as such may I always enthusiastically and joyfully tread this excellent path praised by the conquerors. Okay, my friends, that's all you get for this morning. Before you go, remember to click subscribe. Check the box that allows you to receive email notifications every time I upload a video. Click the thumbs up like icon and the social networking buttons it reveals. Below this video is a link that will allow you to register for the Monday series of weekly webinars. It begins Monday the 7th of January. I'll see you then. Until next we meet, may you and yours be healthy and happy. Om Mani Padme Hum. Bye-bye.